Human poetry dates back to the ancient Greeks and Romans. Since that time, the art form has continued to evolve, taking on different forms to serve wide range of artistic intentions, from sonnets and epics to haikus and villanelles. Here are some of the history's most enduring poetic forms. Lyric. Lyric is a verse or poem being sung to the accompaniment of a musical instrument, with the support of a musical instrument. The English lyric comes from the Greek word lyra, the name of a musical instrument. Lyric is a formal type of poetry which expresses personal emotions or feelings spoken in the first person. A lyric poem is noted for the presence of sensuality, passion, relative brevity. Romantic period is often considered to be the golden period of lyric poetry. Wordsworth called it. Shelley and Keats extensively used lyrics in their poetry. 19th century also produced poets like Tennyson, Browning and Arnold, who wrote some very fine lyrics. Ode. Ode is a subcategory of the lyric poem. It often addresses a lofty subject or an idea that demands some glorification. There is a tone of reverence. The stanzaic structure of the ode is elaborate. Grandeur is the impression created by an ode. The sentiments are often of a lofty nature. The subject, the feeling, and the style are exalted. The length of the ode is generally to 150 lines. Odes were introduced to English by Abraham Cowley, who imitated the odes of Pindar, and their tradition continued till the publication of Progress of Poesy by Thomas Gray. Before we go to the next poetic form, it is better to have an idea of a stanza in a poetry. A stanza in a poetry is defined as a smaller unit or group of lines or a paragraph in a poem. A particular stanza has a specific meter, rhyme scheme, etc. Based on the number of lines, stanzas are named as couplets for 2 lines. Tercet means a stanza of 3 lines, quatrain of 4 lines, and swinguane of 5 lines. A 6-line stanza is called a sestet, and septet is of 7 lines, and a stanza of 8 lines is called octave. These are the different kinds of stanzas classified as per the number of lines used in a stanza. Sonnet. It was the Italian poet Petrarch who established the sonnet as a major poetic form. In Italian, sonnet means little sound or song. The sonnet has 14 lines, but there is an exception of the curtal sonnet which has 10 lines. It was termed and introduced by G.M. Hopkins. The meter of sonnet is iambic pentameter, but the rhyme scheme is variable. The sonnet's stanzaic patterns can be divided into 3: Petrarchan, Spenserian and Shakespearean. Petrarchan sonnet has an octave and sestet. There is no rhyming couplet. The Spenserian variety has 3 quatrains and a couplet. The Shakespearean variety is similar to the Spenserian since it has 3 quatrains and a rhyming couplet. It was Sir Thomas Wyatt and Surrey who brought the sonnet to English. In the 20th century, Geoffrey Hill and Seamus Heaney wrote fine sonnets. Late 20th century saw the emergence of Tony Harrison as a remarkable sonneteer. Haiku is a relatively recent expression. Originated from the Japanese word hoku, it became haiku only in the 19th century. The Japanese verse form, established in 16th century, has 17 syllables in lines of 5 or 7. It is very short in length and so ideal for expressing a single idea or thought, image or feeling. Some of the significant English poets to have used haiku are Robert Frost and W.B. Yeats. The formal peculiarities of haiku attracted the Imagist poets like Ezra Pound and Amy Lowell. They readily used the form in their poem. In the country of its origin, haiku found its fullest expression in Basho and Komayashi. Ballad. Ballad in its original form was a song sung accompanied by a dance. A ballad is a story in verse. The story has a single incident and it is dramatically treated. It is not a continuous narrative. The statements in the poem do not express the author's emotions directly. Most of the English ballads date from the 15th century. Oral traditions have contributed to the rise of genuine ballads. It was earlier believed that ballads were the result of communal authorship, but this theory is now replaced by the idea that ballad has a single authorship initially, but later collaborative activity must have contributed to it. Imitation of ballad, both in form and style, results in literary ballads. Samuel Coleridge, The Rime of the Ancient Mariner, is an example. The younger romantic poet John Keats' La Belle Dame Sans Merci is yet another example for a ballad. Couplet means a rhyming pair of successive lines in English verse. It is widely used in satires, epigrams, verse essays and narrative verse. Heroic couplet is written in rhyming iambic pentameter. Chaucer is one of the first poets to use it extensively. Shakespeare and Marlowe also used it with great success. The invention of the heroic couplet dates back to the 16th century and is the result of imposing a stress pattern of iambic nature. Villanelle. Villanelle etymologically is derived from the Italian word villano, which means rural, rustic, peasant. This type of poetry is known as the poetry of the farm, the verse of shepherds. The term was originally used as a general term to refer to pastoral poetry in its various forms. Jean Pezerat, a 16th century French poet, is generally credited with defining the specific characteristics of Villanelle. A Villanelle is made up of 5 three-line stanzas called tercets and a quatrain which consists of 4 lines. The first and the third lines of the first tercet recur alternatively in the following stanzas and form a final couplet. Though Villanelle is of French origin, English poets like Oscar Wilde and W.H. Auden have used it. Dramatic monologue. Dramatic monologue is a type of poem in which a single speaker speaks to an imagined listener at a critical moment in his life, revealing to the readers his character, temperament, and intentions. It is a poetic form common in folk ballads. It was perfected by Robert Browning by bringing in subtlety of characterization and complexity of situation. The Wanderer and the Seafarer are dramatic monologues written in the Old English period. Elegy. Elegy is a poem that laments the death of a person with an intense reflection on the broader theme of human mortality. It is derived from the Greek word elegus, a song of bereavement sung with a flute. A traditional elegy is written in elegiac meter, alternating lines of dactylic hexameter and pentameter. A pastoral elegy is a distinct kind of elegy in a pastoral setting with characters who are shepherds. It begins with an invocation to the muse, contains elaborate description of nature and ends with the acceptance of the inevitability of death. In English literature, since the 16th century, an elegy meant any poem of lamentation written in any meter. Example, elegy written in a country churchyard by Thomas Gray. Satire. Satire is a type of literature that censures human follies, weaknesses and vices. Irony and sarcasm are the hallmarks of a satire. It also has a corrective function leading to social reform. There are mainly two kinds of satires, Horatian and Juvenalian. Horatian satire is named after the Roman satirist Horace. Horatian satire is gentle, humorous and light-hearted, while Juvenalian satire, named after the Roman satirist Juvenal, is abrasive, scornful and sharp. Mock epic or mock heroic. Mock epic or mock heroic is a type of satire that parodies classical heroic literature. It adapts the conventions of epics and their elevated style to talk about trivial subjects. The mock heroic was popular during 17th century Italy and the neoclassical England. A classic example of mock heroic is Alexander Pope's Rape of the Lock. Free verse. Free verse is poetry that is free of regular meter, rhyme or rhythm. Free verse is the literal translation of the French vers libre, a poetic form of the late 19th century France. It is based on the natural rhythm and normal pauses. Free verse is a contemporary poetry which gives greater freedom to the poet. Tanga. Tanga is a Japanese poetic form supposed to have originated in the 7th century. One couplet added to haiku makes a tanga. Tanga means a short song. It has 31 syllables and is written in a continuous line. Some of the famous tanga poets are Takuboku, Ishikawa and Machi Tawara. Jindishi. Jindishi is a very popular classical Chinese poetic form which evolved in the 5th century. The term refers to a modern form of poetry, distinguishing it from the ancient one. It is a regulated verse form which follows a set of tonal variations and rigid structural features. Jindishi discusses common themes like history and politics. A typical Jindishi has 8 lines in 4 couplets with the even lines rhyming with each other. Ghazal. Ghazal is a 7th century Persian poetic form which has its origin in Arabic poetry. It is a collection of couplets called sher. A ghazal may consist of 6 to 7 shers. Each sher is a complete statement itself. and contains an independent idea. These shurs have tremendous quotability and are highly philosophical, exploring themes of love and suffering. All the shurs in a ghazal follow a meter called behar. The rhyming pattern of ghazal is called kafiya and the refrain is called radif. Ghazals are very popular in India and Pakistan. Popular ghazal singers are Jagdish Singh, Misra Ghalib, Ghulam Ali and Farida Khan. Rubai is a Persian verse form in the stanzaic structure of a quatrain. Rubai is the Arabic term for quatrain. Rubaiya, plural form of rubai, is a collection of quatrains. All the lines except the third in a rubai rhyme with each other. Omar Khayyam's Rubaiyat is one of the most popular illustrations of this verse form. Prose poetry. Prose poetry claims to be a poem but appears like a prose piece written in paragraphs. The line breaks, as we see in poetry, are absent here. It is a hybrid genre written not in verse form and contains features such as rhythm, meter, images, figures of speech, and other poetic techniques. Writers of prose poetry include Amy Lowell, Rainer Maria Rilke, Edgar Allan Poe, Walt Whitman, Clarice Lispector. Narrative poetry is a genre of poetry that tells a story or narrates an event. Written in the poetic form, it has characters, plot, setting, and dialogue. Some of the popular narrative poems are Out by Robert Frost, The Owl and the Pussycat by Edward Lear, The Fish by Elizabeth Bishop. Performance poetry is a genre regarded as invented by Hedwig Gorsky in the 1970s. It is the art of the spoken word, a revival of the oral tradition. Poetry gets enacted before the audience, accompanied by music, movement, gestures, and intonation. In performance poetry, the page transforms into a stage and the reading becomes a theatrical performance. Quite often, experimental rhymes are used to engage the attention of the audience. Two significant contributions to this genre are Patricia Smith's performance of Medusa, a feminist poem, and Sarah Kai's performance of Hiroshima.